What's up, people? Welcome to another episode of Screen Printing Real Talk. Let's get into it.
Let's go.
I'm Ramon Jamal, and I'm sitting here with Rick Province of Ohio Ink Supply. And today, we're going to talk about how to properly cure Plastisol ink.
On the shirt.
How to properly cure it.
It's important.
It's important?
You don't want clients calling you back.
That's right.
You don't want ink falling off in the dryer.
Flaking off.
Flaking. Hey.
You know what? I'm going to say this.
What?
It would really be jacked up to get a shirt.
Okay.
And just do this.
Oh man, and it flakes right off.
And it smears or flakes right off.
Hey, as you start to learn this too, you'll be in the mall and you'll start to like experience or go to a show, concert, and you'll get a shirt and you'll do the stretch test and it'll crack and you're like, man, I just paid $30 for this shirt and it's gonna fall apart in like 2 washes.
That is not a good look.
Unbelievable. That's when they're just they're baking them through, just throwing them through just to get them punched out.
Right.
Sell them quick.
But it takes time, people.
Takes time.
Right? Just a little longer time.
Yeah, here's kind of like little 101 tips as I learned along the way. They sell actual like little stickers on the market, and we'll have them here available on our site soon, where you stick it on the garment and it'll go through and it'll tell you underneath the conveyor dryer that is, or whichever drying method you prefer. Conveyor dryer would be ideal. We talk about conveyor dryers and different dryers on a prior video. We'll put the link below.
All right.
Check it out. And as the garment is coming through the dryer of whatever drying method you prefer, heat gun, flash dryer, or conveyor, it'll tell you exactly what the temperature is. What you're gonna wanna accomplish is have a median temperature of 320 surface temperature on the garment for roughly 10 to 20 seconds to properly cure an average like Plastisol ink.
Okay.
So a good way to test that is as it's coming out the conveyor dryer, grab yourself a laser temp gun. We sell them on the site, or you can pick them up at a local hardware store. It shoots a laser, basically you press it and it has a Fahrenheit, an actual like temperature measurement of how hot that point is, wherever it's hitting the laser.
Okay.
So you're just looking at it and you're waiting until that surface temp directly on the ink part of the shirt is roughly 320 the surface temp for about 10 to 20 seconds. Gonna vary on like barometric pressure.
Okay.
Some variables there.
Okay, that's cool, that's good to know. And me off the cuff, no fluff, just thinking.
Bring it.
It could vary as well as far as the makeup of the shirt, right? So different blends maybe? Or if you have like a hoodie versus a t-shirt. Yeah, some thicker garments will tend to absorb more ink, or even like thinner garments tend to cure quicker because the heat's penetrating the garment itself, the fabric itself quicker. Okay. So definitely there's some variation there. You're gonna have to tweak and find out what works best for your application. Right. But generally speaking, you want 320 surface temp, 10 to 20 seconds. Okay. Now, a good way to do it is like I mentioned earlier, that stretch test. Okay. Every garment, or most garments I'll say, have a grain. So if you look close at your shirt, you're gonna see like a grain to it. The fabric, most time on a shirt, is running vertical. Okay. So you wanna pull against it, so in this case, my shirt is running vertical. You wanna pull against that grain. If it wants to crack on you real easily, now, kind of pro tip, bing! A good way to, sometimes as you're pulling this, you're gonna see right out of the dryer that almost anything will crack. Right. When you're testing this, let it cool off a little bit. Okay. So take it out of the dryer, give it a good shake. Don't burn yourself. But give it a good shake, cool it down first. Not completely cold, but it's fine warm. But then test it that way. Because anything that comes hot off that dryer, you'll test it, and in most cases, it's gonna wanna crack. Right. So give it some time to cool down, pull against the grain. If it cracks, you're under cured. Or it could be over cured.
So that's why it's important. If you're putting 500 degrees or whatever on the shirt and it's coming out,
it can shrink it, right?
Yeah, it comes out crunchy. The ink
Okay.
kind of over bakes. You're
Okay.
baking that plastic ink, for lack of better terms.
Right.
It's not retaining its like rubbery nature.
Okay. So basically,
Yeah.
you want to like run, like do like a test shirt, or maybe if you have like a cloth, not a cloth, but like an old t-shirt that may be like the same blend or something like that. Can't you like do a test on that before you get into pro tip?
Bing.
Look, I'm throwing in pro tips. I don't even know no better.
Swipe. Take that pro tip back.
Right. But I mean,
actually, that's a good point. We actually sell what's called test tubes.
okay.
It's part of our Mad Chem line. You get it, test tube.
Okay.
But what it is it's like part of a shirt. It's a lower part of a shirt that are scrap pieces from the mill. And we buy them in bulk and we package them in darks or lights.
Okay.
So if you're printing a lighter color garment like a white, you can get a box of them to test. And it's great. It's better than using a regular shirt because you only have so many areas on a shirt.
Right.
Where a test tube, you can rotate it. There's no seams.
Okay.
So you can rotate it, test print. And when the whole outside is done, you can flip it inside out and do the inside.
Cool.
So it's a good way to test print. And then it has the grain too, so you can do a stretch test. Make sure your temps are right.
Test tubes.
Boom.
That's it, baby. Hey, so just to back up a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought you mentioned like a sticker. Is there like I thought you said something about a sticker.
Yeah, so they're available on the market. We're gonna have them soon.
Okay.
We're working on a relationship, but they'll be on our site soon. But basically, you get like a pack, and it's X dollars, whatever it is. It's a nominal cost, and you might get 6 or 7. And forgive me, I don't know the exact how many you get, but you get like a pack of them. You can peel off the sticker and stick it on your garment.
Okay.
And this is a good testing method to make sure your dryer, whatever method you're using, is getting up to that proper temperature.
Okay.
Because you want to make sure that it can sustain that 10 to 20 seconds at 320. Otherwise, you're not going to have cure. You're going to get calls months later with angry clients. They washed, Sally Sue's mommy washed her team jersey and the print's falling off.
Okay.
We don't want that.
So does the sticker, like, what does it do? Like, I'm thinking, at first I was thinking like a mood ring, like it changes color.
Dude, it's kind of like a mood ring.
Okay.
But it has a temperature, like almost like a thermometer that you put in your mouth. Mm-hmm. So it has like a line on it on varying temperatures. And as it gains temperature, then it starts to melt away certain parts of that temperature.
Okay.
So you can send it through and it'll come back and say, well, it's ranging anywhere from 300 to 340.
Okay.
It's a lower cost method rather than spending a chunk of change on one of those laser guns.
That's right. Yeah.
It's a way to get away with understanding what your, for a low cost, what your actual temp is under your dryer.
There you go. If you can't afford a laser, get you a sticker.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, real quick, man. Was that basically it for the?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, just 101. I was watching this guy on YouTube. His name is Devin Lars, right?
Okay.
And it just
shout out.
Yeah, it's a good guy, man. That's my dude. I've been speaking to him a little bit here and there, but I watched this video and he said when he first started out, I guess he was learning and whatnot, and he had got a job. Somebody wanted some shirts printed.
Yeah.
So he was like, hey, yeah, we can do it, right? Because he had learned a little bit. He went to like a little training or whatnot.
Okay.
But he forgot that he had to cure the ink, right? So what he ended up doing was they had a fireplace at the house. So they did the shirts and they laid them out in front of the fireplace.
Hey.
But
do what you got to do.
He got it done.
No, hey.
But when he delivered them, dude was like, these smell like Smokey the Bear had them on. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't think about the smoke. But anyway.
Back in the day, we used to throw them in the oven.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, when we printed for the band back in the day, when the band I was in.
Okay.
We'd print right there on the kitchen table and throw them right in the oven.
God, this guy.
Yeah.
Hey. All right, man.
Yeah.
Just thought I would throw that little story in there. Just made me think about it. All right, guys. That's it. Nothing else to say.
That's it today.
That's it for today. So listen, again, as always, guys, please leave comments below. Any topic suggestions you may have, please leave those below.
Please.
Don't forget to subscribe Smash
yeah.
the notification bell, and that's it.
That's it.
Right? Until next time, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Peace.